today I wanted to do something a little more serious. Talk about something a little more serious on my channel. I know I'm all fun and games and jokes and everything, but all jokes aside, I wanted to do a video. I wanted to do 3 steps how to get over grief. I'm trying not to make this a really long video. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, because I'm not an expert at anything, by far an expert, but I do have some tips that I followed through with for getting over grief. I don't know if a lot of you know or not, but my mother did pass away almost a year ago. Next month it'll be a year. So these are some of the things and tips and tools and things that I kind of take along every single day. And so I thought, why not share it with you guys, because you could be going through similar things. I will link down below what happened with my mother. I did do a video, my very first video on my channel was about what was going on with my mother at that time. So I'll go ahead and link that down below, and I also did an updates video after she passed away, explaining basically what my life was, how my life was going at that point. So yeah, let me get started into some of the tricks, and not tricks, but tips that I have. So the first thing is, don't expect to get over it, because you never will. It's one of those type of things where you just get used to your life, and you take enjoyment in the moments. I know I was so bent set on trying to heal and move on and move forward and move on that I kind of fell into trying to fix myself, and that led into other issues and ended up with me isolating myself from everyone, to realize that I had to change my own personal mindset first. It caused me to lose a lot of friendships, and thankfully I regained all of my friendships and things like that with everyone, but it did cause me to hurt the person who I was closest to in my life, along with that, because I tried to shut everyone out. And so I'm still trying to rebuild friendships that I did shut out in that time frame. So I guess my first step of advice is just allow yourself to realize that this is forever. Like, you're never gonna get better, you're never gonna be the same, is basically what I'm trying to say. It's a process to getting adjusted to everything that's going on, and it's difficult, but it's necessary. And then that leads into my next tip, is that you need people. Like, you cannot be trying to do this on your own. I tried on my own and it doesn't work. I find that I enjoy being around people, and that genuinely is what makes me happy. And I feel like when you try and shut everyone out, it makes it a little harder and difficult to kind of adjust to everything. So don't try and shut people out. Like, honestly, just don't. It causes too much drama. And then, like, another tip that I had was just live in the moment. With things like this, you typically kind of try to move it a little faster, and like, I should be over this, I shouldn't be sad anymore, I shouldn't be hurt, I shouldn't be upset. There's no time frame for grief. I mean, I'm still grieving, and here it is almost a year later, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably be grieving for the rest of my life. But you have to absorb the moment, and you can't let that dictate. Just realize it's a moment, basically. You can't let that dictate your entire life. It's a moment that you feel sad, and it's a moment that you feel angry and upset, and it's a moment that you're grieving. Allow yourself that moment and get on with your life, because next tip is, what would that family member or friend want for you? You have to realize that. I remember when I was at my lowest point and I was talking to this person, and they really helped me a lot, and he told me, he said, "What do you want most in the world?" And I said, "My mom back." And he told me, "Well, what would she want?" And in that moment, like, I know it sounds like the simplest phrase, but that is what really literally can save someone's life, is realizing that that person that you love and you cared about that's not here anymore would want you to continue on, would want you to be happy, would want you to be like the best that you can be. They wouldn't want you to be sulking in the corner or hurting. So you have to realize what that person that's missing out of your life would want. And that leads into my next point, is identify what's missing. For me, I was a shell for a long period of time. I would say a couple of months. Like, really, I was just living moment to moment, day to day. And I felt like something was always missing. And I was trying to find it in all of the wrong places and trying to, like, feel something. And it wasn't that. Like, you have to kind of navigate through it, navigate through the pain. And I realized that what I needed was people in my life. And I know it sounds a little cliche, but God as well. It was a void that was unfillable. So what do you fill it with? Something that's bigger than you. And that's relationships, friendships, like things that are in your life, people that make you happy and things that you enjoy. And for me, it was going to church and focusing my positive vibes from church into my life and trying to reform my life, and also focusing that positive energy into the people that I love around me. I can honestly say right now, I don't have any animosity with anyone, and I have no hard feelings with anyone in my life right now, and I feel great. Like, honestly, I feel genuinely happy. I say this quite often, I'm cool with every one of my friends, and that's hard for me. Not to say I fight with all my friends or whatever, but I always have like these issues where I bump heads with one of my friends and not talk to them for a little while, or kind of just fall off with someone and not talk to them for a little bit, or we have a disagreement, I won't talk to them for a couple of weeks. I'm genuinely okay with everything that's going on in my life, and I feel like that came along with the grieving process of just learning to let things go. Of course I get annoyed, of course I get frustrated, and of course I have to have time to myself, but it's not staying in that place. It's getting your head right and letting that stuff go. And then my last tip that I wanted to give you guys is to learn to let it go. Like, that speaks volumes, and I know it's harder said than it is to do, because it took me a while to get that together too. But learning that, yes, it hurts, yes, it's painful, but it's growth. It's a part of a growing process, and that you have to let it go. Like, you don't want to, I'm not saying let go of the person that's missing out of your life, by no means. I still love and honor my mother every single day. But you have to let the hurt go. You can't hold on to that hurt, or it will consume you. And that's not a place that no one wants to be. And that's not a place that your friends and family want you to be. So you have to learn to grieve, but at the same time love the life that you live. Like, my mother was the most beautiful person I've ever had the chance of meeting. And not to say other people's parents aren't great, but I feel like I had the greatest 23 years of my life with one of the best people that God put on this earth. And I'm just thankful for those moments, and I wish it could have been longer, but you can't dwell on what could have been. You have to kind of just enjoy the time that you had, and just reflect on that. Like, take some time, reflect on how beautiful that is, like, that you had that time with that person, whether it be your family member, a friend, or whatever. Just reflect on the time that you had, and it'll never feel like enough time. Like, my ex would tell me, you'd always think that you could, if you would have had one more day with her, you would always want one more. So you'll always want more time, no matter the amount of time that you had, but you have to reflect on the time that you did have. because I mean, I'm still working on that myself. I'm still envious of my mom's friends who had like 40 years with her, and I only had 23. But at the same time, it was the best 23 years of my life, and I still can't picture a time where I was happier. So I mean, that's just what you have to do. You just have to kind of just take it day by day, but it does get better, and that's life. You know, everyone's going to lose someone at some point. So just have to live and love. So I hope this helped you guys. I might have just went on a long rant, and I don't know if it helped, but this is just what I did to be okay and to become, I can't say I'm at the best point in my life or the happiest in my life or whatever. I can't really say that because I'm not sure, but it's what made me better as a person, and it's what helped me to heal. I'm not completely healed, but I'm still working in progress, hopefully working towards the right direction. But I hope that you guys can watch this and maybe get some closure and feel some type of peace with what, if you're having some type of issues or like trying to get over something in your life as well. But yeah, this is a more serious tone, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.